Patricia as she leads us in this time of prayer for Nicaragua, and I pray that you would give us your heart for this nation that you care so much about. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay. There's the flag.
It's right above your screen, too.
I know. Here's the capital, Managua. A lot of people have heard of Bluefields that John Pankey goes, and it's over here on the coast. Let me go to the next line.
Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Population of Nicaragua is slightly over 5 million. Capital of Managua, and their population is 50,000, little over 50,000, slightly larger than the state of New York City. The president is Daniel Ortega. Their main language is Spanish, however, Nicaraguans also on the Caribbean coast speak indigenous languages and also a little bit of English. Okay. Lack of education. There is no education enforced in Nicaragua. Of the 65% that are enrolled in primary school, 28% of that enter the first grade eventually finish the sixth grade. Most don't enroll in secondary school because of lack of money or location. This does not count adults, which the government classify as learning impaired or otherwise known as unteachable. Upper class families upper class families send their children abroad for higher levels of education, mostly for college.
Can I talk about?
Yeah, this picture right here is like just a little small school that they have. It's a little private school, and it's just like a shack actually. And this little girl, her family can't afford to send her to school, so she's outside the door trying to listen and learn what they're learning. Okay, Bluefields, which some of you have heard about. I didn't know I had such a passion for education until I was doing the research on this. It's called, John Pankey's been there. The school that's in existence is called Father Hart School. Over the past 2 years, the school has grown from 20 students to 72 students. Most of the students live in the area around the city dump and have little chance for education anywhere else. The government of Nicaragua has recognized Father Hart School as an accredited institution. This recognition is vital to enable students who are able, financially or otherwise, to pursue grades beyond the scope of Father Hart's current school, which will be K through 3rd once they finish that second building, to transfer the credits to other institutions. And if the Lord puts it on your heart to help, this is their website. Let's see. The building in the back, up there, is the existing school. No restroom facilities or nothing. It's just a room. And this down here on the bottom is the second half of their building right now. There's 4 classrooms, and they're also including a septic system, so they will have a bathroom in this part of the school. Government. I did not know how to pronounce this word. Samosas. The samosas ruled Nicaragua with an iron fist, reducing its dependence on banana exports, exiling political foes. That mean-looking guy up there is General. Okay, somebody say his birthday. Anastasio Somoza Garcia was dictator from 1936 until his own assassination in 1956. After that, his son came into office from 56 until 1967, and he died. After that, his brother came into office from 67 into 79. The Sandinistan guerrillas launched an offensive warfare in 1979 after 7 weeks of fighting. fled the country on July 1779. The Sandinistans assumed power on January 23rd, 1981. Nicaragua guerrillas known as Contras began a war to overthrow the Sandinistans. Elections were finally held on November 4th, 1984, where Daniel Ortega winning the presidency, and he served his first term from 84 to 90. He was that was the 79th president.
Is he still the president?
He is now, right? Yeah,
Oh.
he is again.
Was he out for a time?
Yeah.
Oh, he came back?
Yeah.
Cool.
Their government is republic, so they're like a free country, but it's not really free. They have a national Independence Day. They have a constitution that was written in '87, that they have reforms that they've made twice. They have a legal system, but the Supreme Court can review and change things if they want to. So, religion. 90% of Nicaraguans can be distinguished from others for having its own Christian organizations. So they don't define what religion they really are. 73 are followers of Roman Catholic. There are other religious groups in Nicaragua, namely the Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses. The rest of the minority group consists of Baha'i, Muslims, Buddhists, and Jewish. This is like one of the biggest churches in Nicaragua, and this would be like a small one, or like a kind of rural neighborhood, and this is like a shack church, like on the coast. Prayer points for Nicaragua. I would pray for the government to come together as one and not be split. This came not from research, but from actually talking to somebody that's been there and lives there still. Ortega is president again since from '07 until now. And if your family if you have a family member that's part of the government or the army, military, or police or whatever, you're considered, I guess, upper class and different. If your family's not, and you don't want to follow that path, it is split. So, yes, it's a free country and they can do what they want to do, but it's still split. So, pray for the educating system or lack of leaders to rise up and missionaries to be called to rise to help educate. Because if we can't educate the kids and the adults are not educated, then we can send as many missionaries as we can that we want, but how can we disciple them if they can't read? And it'll be a little bit harder. Pray for the churches all of Nicaragua to be built in all locations so all will be able to hear the gospel. Pray for jobs. This country is still recovering from Hurricane Mitch in 1998, which killed more than 9,000 people, left 2,000 homeless, plus $10 million in damages.
Wow.
Awesome.
Right. Awesome, way to go.